because that camera was put off, there's a camera there and a camera up there. So all of the foolishness that you do was recorded. Please don't talk. When we are finished, we're going to turn these chairs facing this way for the purpose. Okay? I don't know what we all have to help you with that, but we need to talk about that. Julie, take care of that. Yeah. Otherwise, I gotta redo my toes because I do that right on.
I'm trying to decide. I gotta take pictures for Mrs. Parks.
Oh! Yeah.
Taking pictures of Mrs. Parks.
Actually, no, I think that. You did pick it. We're back to video.
Unless they'll tell you to stand up and then some of you work for this half.
Oh, I do. Medals. I don't think I don't want No.
I don't like sitting here.
Hi.
Hi, I'm here.
All right. Would you sit by Mrs. Gale so she's not by herself?
Cadence, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Yeah. Where are you going now? I'm gonna con her into doing pictures. I told Laura, I'm like, don't hate me if they're not good.
Girls basketball is wrong too. Oh, I guess it's
It does say 23rd.
Oh my God.
She does.
these are wrong.
She copied them.
We'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Junior High Awards program. It's a pleasure to celebrate the incredible achievement of our students today. You have been driven, you've shown dedication, and we're thrilled to recognize your efforts. You work hard, persevere, and commit to excellence, and we appreciate it. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Let's begin our program and celebrate your remarkable accomplishments.
Well, good job so far, junior high. This is the longest they've been quiet all day. It's not one of your strong suits, but that's what we love about you. And like I have any room to talk about talking all day. All right, so I get to start with the Presidential Academic Award. This honors student achievement and hard work, and the purpose of the Presidential Education Award is just those things. Since 1983, the program has provided individual recognition from the President and the U.S. Secretary of Education to those students whose outstanding efforts have enabled them to meet challenging standards of excellence. This award is presented to students that are graduating into their next phase of education. Well, the 8th graders anyway, because now you're going to be entering the big world, 8th graders. Yep. It's
That's
crunch
you guys.
time now. This is where you have to start really paying attention, coming to school, keeping your grades up, because you really want to be in activities. The criteria set forth states that a student must maintain a high grade point average for the school year. And for junior high, if you came to honors night, for that 2 hours and 20 minutes, we got to sit here and listen to all the wonderful things about our students. There was many more high school kids on there because the junior high, we only take their core classes. And so it pretty much narrows down who can be on there. They can only have 1 B+, and the rest all have to be A's. They also have to show a high percentile score in reading and math on the National Standardized Test. For these guys, it is the NSCAS and the MAPS test that they have to take. Their involvement in activities, attendance, and display some sort of leadership skills early. So for 7th grade, please come forward and get your certificate when I call your name. Let's hope they're all here. Miley Broberg. Carson King. Jason King. You can hold your applause till we're all done. Sorry. Brenda Lawson. Carly Peterson. Davis Rutgens. Cole Rutgens. Maddox Schaefer. Charlie Tegler. Peyton Werner. Olivia Werner. And Trevor Wilcox. Scrunch together so we can get your picture. can go sit down. And Corbin Rudgens. Sorry, Corbin, I missed your name on the sheet. I got rid of seniors today, so today's kind of traumatic. I don't handle that very well. For 8th grade, it's Abe Johnson, Skylar Bartling, and I'm not even alphabetizing.
Yeah,
Good
thank
Lord.
you, I appreciate it.
Ava Cook, Brendan Crick, Taylor Novotny, Ashley Shute, Chase Schwartz, Willow Taki, Delaney Tegler, Sawyer Tegler, Calvin Tees, Kendall Werner, and Kellen Wilkin. Hold on, Mrs. Canust, I forgot Samantha Bledsoe. Come on, Samantha, come on down.
I'm going to present the award for all A's in junior high. To receive this award, the student needed to have all A's throughout 7th and 8th grade in their year-long classes. Just an FYI, there could be additional students at the end of the year. Some kids still have assignments out or tests out. If we have any additional that join the list, we will get them out to them. But this is who we have right now today. So the recipients are Chase Schwartz, Willow Taki, and Kendall Warner.
Here, we gotta shake your hand.
Just right here, guys. Thank you.
I forgot, I'm student council also today. The junior high student council members are, just go ahead and stand when I call your name, 8th grade Abe Johnson and Chase Schwartz, 7th grade Jason King and Olivia Warner. These students are elected by their classmates. They are the student leaders that represent the rest of the students in their class on student council. Some activities they helped with this year include assisting the BMW dance team with preparing for the homecoming coronation ceremony. They will also help with hosting the senior tea that's held after the seniors have their graduation rehearsal tomorrow. Thank you for your representation, participation, and your hard work this year.
All right, if I could have the junior high band students stand up and be recognized, please. Your certificates will be in your packet. Thank you. You may have a seat. And junior high choir, will you stand and be recognized, please? Your certificates will be in your packet. You may sit down. Thank you. So a couple things that go through my head during the year with both junior high band and junior high choir. Many of them are in both, so it is a true representation when I talk about both of them. Remarkable talent. They are great singers and wonderful players. When it came to the band, and I talked to them about this, the growth that they had from the beginning of the year until just the Christmas concert. The 7th graders, how far they came, it was just phenomenal. And the 8th graders and their leadership, both in band and choir, how they're like the seniors of the two classes, and they really take that to heart, both behavior and their talent. So much fun. I can't wait for junior high. They're just a fun group of kids. And what I tried to tell them, I think more so at the choir, I get to talk to them more because there's not instruments, interrupting me. But in both classes, they're going to earn so many things as they get older because of who they are and how they act. Because they're just just fun. And then teachers and coaches are more willing to do more things with them because they know they can trust them and they're going to act well. When Mrs. Novicki said that they talk a lot, I thought, well, not in my class. You know, choir, sometimes it's like creepy, quiet. Like, why aren't you talking? This is so weird. But then I forgot there's band too, and she's right. And so the maturity that they do, I can ask, and I think I tell them this. I think they get sick of me praising them all the time. But not very often do you tell a class to do something and they do it. No matter what grade, no matter what class, but it seems like every single time I ask them to do something, whether it be quiet, one time several times we had to walk through the gym, and you know, I gave them the riot that is not our classroom, do not interrupt what's going on in the gym, I don't want to hear a peep, I want you to put your bags here, and everything was done exactly that way. All 45 kids, that's amazing. And like I said, that it just is what they are, a true testament to, I think, what they do all the time. So this year we had our Christmas concert, and then we were at Wayne. They did a phenomenal job at Wayne. Again, talent-wise, but also behavior-wise, responsibility-wise. We didn't have anybody forget their instrument. It happens, but not with this group. The band got a Superior, a 1-1, and both choir and show choir got a 1-2. Iffy, I think they could have gotten a 1-1 because they did really, really well, but I think there was just a really tough judge. Also, our goal was to go to Northeast and shoot for the 1. 1 at Northeast is really tough to do, but we thought maybe we had it. We had the talent this year, and then the snow told us different. The snow didn't allow us to go. But in our hearts, we think that we would have gotten that 1. So students, thank you very much for all of your talent, hard work, and just keep it going. So 7th graders, you are the seniors next year in junior high, and I expect the same leadership that the 8th graders gave you. And 8th graders are gonna be amazing in high school, so don't be scared. You're gonna embrace it and do great. I have 2 real quick awards called the Distinguished Service Award. The first time ever that I gave it to junior high students was 2 years ago. Otherwise, it's kind of a special award for high school students. The 2 students that got it the last 2 years in junior high obviously are not in junior high anymore. But we have 2 students that I think truly took their place when it comes to distinguished service. They're those students that, what can I do? What can I do to help? They're in this section in band, however, they don't play these instruments. They don't even play these instruments, but they knew that I needed help. They knew that the students that couldn't help weren't there, so can we step up and help you? And so I truly appreciate their help, and I want to give them the Distinguished Service Award. That is Delaney Tegler and Larissa Vaughn. Please come forward.
Thanks, girls.
This afternoon, I will be presenting awards for my language arts and English classes. I'll begin with language arts awards first. In this class, we read a variety of texts, including both fiction and nonfiction material. The following students should stand to be recognized for their achievement in this area. Your awards will be in your packets. In 7th grade, please stand Miley Broberg, Jason King, Davis Rutchins, and Cole Rutchins. And in 8th grade, Willow Taki, Delaney Tegler, Kendall Warner, and Kellen Wilkin. Next, I will present the awards for my English classes. This course focuses primarily on grammar skills. The awards for this class in 7th grade go to AJ Bailey, Blake Rutchins, Davis Rutchins, and Cole Rutchins. And in 8th grade, Ava Cook, Brendan Crick, Ashley Shute, and Willow Taki. Congratulations. Next up is Mr. Prater with Social Studies.
I'm Mr. Frater. I teach 8th grade American History and 7th grade Civics and Economics. My awards today go to those students that had a 99 or above for both semesters. and I do want to say your students know civics, economics, and American history very well. I was very impressed. There's a lot of kids that were very, very, very close. And the awards for American history this year, please stand when your name is called and your stuff's in your packets. Skylar Bartling, Samantha Bledsoe, Abe Johnson, Joby Johnson, Ava Cook, Brendan Crick, Taylor Novotny, Gentry Paulson, Ashley Shute, Chase Schwartz, Willow Taki, Delaney Tegler, Sawyer Tegler, Turner Tegler, Kendall Werner, and Kellen Wilkin. And for 7th grade civics and economics, Miley Broberg, Carson King, Brenna Lawson, Kinley Paulson, Davis Retchins, Maddox Schaefer, Charlie Tegler, Keaton Warner, Olivia Warner, and Trapper Wilcox. Next up is science with Mr. Meyer and Mr. Garland.
Yes, I'm Mr. Meyer. I have 7th grade science, and it's just been a delight to teach these kids throughout the year. My science awards, you might say, are based a little bit off of, they walk into the room, they're excited about what they do, they light inspiration, that fire in their lab partners. They've stayed that way the entire year. Great eye contact, they sit up front. Academics are always going to be up there, of course. They don't put like emojis and smiley faces in their papers. I appreciate that, but not many of them really do that like they used to. So with that being said here, I'm going to recognize if you would like to stand up, please. Maddox Schaefer, Brenna Lawson, Cole Rutchins, Carly Peterson, and Davis Rutchins. Thank you guys. And you know, I'm not going to teach you guys again until like 10th grade. It's going to be a few years, and you're going to be a class I miss. You guys did a really nice job this year.
I'm not going to bend over as far, I guess. Maybe I will. For 8th grade science, we use a lot of the same criteria, but one thing that I really look at is the citizenship and how much they are willing to help others when they see someone struggling, whether it be a pencil bag fell over and who's willing to help pick up all the pencils and things like that, as I believe the character really shines through as well as their academics. And these individuals were recognized throughout the year multiple times. Abe Johnson, Ava Cook, Connor Polberg, Chase Schwartz, Ashley Shutt, Willow Taki, Delaney Tegler, Sawyer Tegler, Turner Tegler, Calvin Teese, Kendall Warner, and Kellen Wilkin. The last thing I'll say is I do look forward to not hearing "What's up, brother?" or "Check Tuesday" for a while, so you parents enjoy that over the summer with them. So if we could go with
Today's achievements have several items factored in, including effort, attitude, applying their ability, and growth on the state math test. In Math 7, we have Declan Planer, Joni Qualsett, Mackenzie Rottenberg-Dugan. In Pre-Algebra 7, we have AJ Bailey, Tenley Bauer, Miley Broberg, Jason King, Brenna Lawson, Mackenzie Lewis, Carly Peterson, Blake Rutchins, Davis Rutchins, Cole Rutchins, Corbin Rutchins, Maddox Schaefer, Charlie Tegler, Keaton Warner, and Olivia Warner. And those are our 7th graders. In Pre-Algebra 8, I have Carney Becker and Samantha Bledsoe. And in Algebra 1, we have Abe Johnson, Ava Cook, Brendan Crick, Taylor Novotny, Ashley Shute, Chase Schwartz, Willow Taki, Kendall Warner, and Kellen Wilkin. Some students have reached goals this year that cannot be awarded with a certificate or grade.
I congratulate those students for their success. I always want to give a shout out to my Algebra 1 class because they're basically thrown into a high school level math class when they're still trying to deal with junior high. And so I'm just really proud of them, how far they've come, and I wish the rest of the 8th graders the best of luck in high school too. Okay.
Change my hat quick from Mr. Wickheiser now to Mr. Mayo. The following students have shown excellence in the art classroom this year. Your awards will be in your folders to pick up. This year's Classroom Art Award winners are 7th grade, Miley Broberg and Kinsley Paulson. 8th grade, Chase Swartz and Ava Cook. I also want to give recognition to 2 students who received a Judge's Merit at the NBC Art Show this year, Savannah Nall and Miley Broberg. Next up is Mrs. Knust.
All right. In junior high, the classes are referred to as Skills 7 or Skills 8. The 7th graders learn all things sewing and design, where 8th graders learn everything in regards to nutrition and cooking and all the things. And so today I would like to honor and recognize the following students for not only just great academics, but their leadership, just kind of like what everyone else said up here, but their leadership, their willingness to help out in any situation, and they just go above and beyond to help out in the classroom. But they also advocate in a positive manner. I absolutely love every single one of the 7th and 8th grade students. I know sometimes everybody's like, oh, junior high, but honestly, like us as teachers have said already up here, is we do have a lot of fun and we do look forward to you guys every day. And so when I call your name, please be recognized as your certificates are in your folders here. And so 7th grade, the following students have received the top score out of their 7th grade skills section and have demonstrated an outstanding job within their classroom. This year we had a lot of academic success and leadership, and something that I have never had happen before is several students earned a 100% in the class, but then also had the same points as well. So I might have to up my ante when it comes time to work in my classrooms. But who I would like to recognize for 3rd quarter are Brenna Lawson, Kinley Paulson, and Charlie Tegler. For 4th quarter, I would like to recognize AJ Bailey, Carson King, Jason King, Carly Peterson, Joni Qualsett, Blake Rutchins, Bree Schwartz, and Christian Sharples. And on that note, 3rd quarter 7th grade students, be looking for an email from me about fax bucks, okay? All right, 8th graders. The following 8th grade students have received the top score out of their 8th grade skills section and have demonstrated an outstanding job in the kitchen. And so therefore I would like to acknowledge and recognize the following students. 1st quarter, Kendall Warner and Abe Johnson. Quarter 2, Samantha Bledsoe, sorry, did I pronounce that wrong? I am so sorry. I'm not very good. Danica Jensen, Willow Taki, Sawyer Tegler, and Calvin Teese. And again, all students, I would love to just shout out to all of you. Now switching gears, we are going to do dance awards for junior high. And so could I have the following dancers please stand? 7th graders, Miley Broberg, Brenna Lawson, Kinley Paulson, and Olivia Warner. And you guys stay standing, okay? 8th graders, Ava Cook, Gentry Paulson, Ashley Shute, Willow Taki, and Kendall Warner. Now stay standing, ladies. I cannot speak enough high volume of these ladies here in front of us. Their hard work and dedication to the dance team was incredible again this year. It showed through their performances, and they put in 110% every single time. I am so proud of each and every one of you and appreciate what you add to the junior high team. Not only did they make up their own dances, but they got in front of their crowd and performed these dances as well. So please help me congratulate each and every one of these 9 junior high dancers. Thank you, ladies. All right, I think we are on to the athletic awards, and we're starting with Mrs. Rue for cross country.
Okay, if you're out for boys cross country, I want you to stand. All right, the boys this year, they placed either first or second as a team at every meet they ran. That was a pretty good achievement for these guys. If I call your name, stay standing up. Everybody else sit down. Davis, Abe, Marcus, Brecken, Cole, Charlie, and Corbin. Those stay standing. These guys all earned junior high school records for the top 10 fastest times in junior high per course. And I would like to shout out to Davis. Davis Rudgens, he medaled in every single race he ran. Another achievement for the boys is, it was a unique, you guys can sit if you want. It's never happened to me before, but at Boone Central this year, they placed 10 places at the meet. Six of them were ED runners, and that was pretty impressive to have all that green up there. I would like Jason King, Carson King, and Marcus McLeod to stand up. These guys are my full-time runners. They run with the cross-country high school team, and they did an awesome job this year. And at conference this year, they placed the first 3 out of the 5 places. Now, the girls' team was smaller but mighty. You girls want to stand? It was Ashley, Brenna, and Larissa. In most of the meets we go to, they're Class C. So in Class C, to have a team, you have to have 4 runners. And guess what? We did not. So otherwise, they would have come home with some first and second places as well. So the girls did well. Brenna, she medaled in every single race she ran. I know she's representing cross country today. That's awesome. And Ashley and Brenna both got school records. So it was a good season, and I sure hope they come back. And I don't know who's next. Mr. Meyer.
Okay, we were blessed with having a lot of boys out for football this year. I'm not going to read off names. Can you just stand up if you were in junior high football this past fall? We had 26 out for football, which are incredible numbers. You guys can take a seat. Thank you. Record was 3 wins, 2 losses. And it just seems like such a long time ago the season was. But it was a lot of fun. I do remember that. And you guys, it was sure fun like every day. Couldn't wait to get out of school to go to practice. And it seemed like your attitudes were the same way. You showed up with a lot of enthusiasm. And Coach Prater and I really appreciated that. The only thing I'm going to add to this, 8th graders, I was just counting the numbers here. I think we had 10 of you. 10 of you will be hopefully out for football next year. Words of advice, just things what I saw this year. Be near the coach, be in their back pocket. You never know when coach is going to need somebody to go out to cover a position. It might be a kickoff or a kick return. Be visible. Don't be 20 meters. I'm a science teacher. Don't be 20 yards away with your back to the coach when Mr. Black is looking to send somebody in. Be right there. Be ready to go. Stay hungry the entire season from day 1 to the last day of practice, and let those upperclassmen know that you're there and you're there to compete. That's all that I have to say, and we'll move on to volleyball.
I'd like to thank a few people that helped us before I get into the girls, because that's what it's about. But we want to thank Mary Ronberg, she kept our book this year. The custodians always set up our gym and stuff like that. Varsity volleyball coaches for the camps and stuff in the summer. Parents for Friday morning breakfast and throughout the season support. And the girls for being open-minded and trying new things. We had 26 girls this year, so if you could stand. And that includes Mackenzie Lewis, who is also our student manager. Shout out to her. Okay. These girls did a fantastic job. I think C team won about 500, B team was undefeated, and the A team only lost 2 games. But I think they definitely learned more from those than any other games. So you girls can sit if you don't want to stay the whole time. Coach Colmos and I, oh yeah, clap that one. Coach Colmos and I thought that this was definitely a unique one, and definitely a unique team this year that every coach dreams to have. They were such a fun, positive group of girls, both on and off the court. They were a blend of silent strength and vocal encouragement, developing into strong leaders without even knowing it. Each girl had their own strength, whether it was passing, attacking, setting, serving, being vocal. Literally, they like to talk on and off the court, but mostly off. That made this team special and hard to beat the entire season. This was a group of girls that took initiative, setting up the nets, getting equipment ready, and starting on time every practice without hesitation. And that's unique to Fight. They also learned that life isn't all about the game, but the individuals that make up the team, coming together, showing support when things got tough. Coach and I were sad to see the season come to an end. Going to practice was something we both enjoyed daily, and hope that you did too. But we know that these girls are going to do great things both in the classroom and on the court. 7th graders, we look forward to building up from this year's accomplishments. 8th graders, good luck next year at the next level, and we look forward to seeing all your success, both classroom and on the court next year.
All right, if you were in junior high wrestling, boys and girls, please stand. I believe there's 18 total, 14 boys and 4 girls. Really fast season with these guys and gals. You can go ahead and sit down. 6 weeks, so it's really relatively short, or very, very short. And then there's about 3 weeks of just competitions, 2 or 3 days a week. So it's kind of hot and heavy, right, real fast. And we kind of tell these kids, don't worry about wins and losses in junior high. It's just about, improving on your skills and just building your overall athletic ability. And I think everybody did a really nice job of that this year. And yeah, look forward to next year with 7th grade boys and girls if you hopefully choose to do it again. And then the 8th graders, I know we're getting a few of you guys in the high school level too, so excited about next year.
If you participated in girls junior high basketball, would you please stand? Okay, I have to awkwardly stand up here and talk, so you guys are gonna awkwardly stand up here with me for a while, okay? Strength in numbers, okay, ladies? It's hard to come up with the right words to describe this outstanding young group of young women. I consider it a privilege to have coached them this year, to have watched them grow. It's a very unique experience to see these girls in the hallway as 2nd graders, and then get to see what amazing, incredible young ladies they are becoming, and watching them gain their personalities and gain strength and confidence. You can sit down now, thanks. I have a little bit more courage. As I had to kind of dust off my coaching skills for basketball here this year, this is one of my least favorite parts of being the coach of this team, is having to talk in front of you, because it's way easier to talk in front of 2nd graders for some reason. These ladies lost a half of a game this year. That's it. Give a round of applause for that. Go ahead. Out of 17 games, whether it was a full game or just a half, these ladies only dropped 1/2 to Plainview, and we'll not let that happen next year, right, ladies? But many times these games were even beating our opponents by double digits. It's very easy to gain an arrogance when you have that type of a team, and these ladies handled it with a very gracious humbleness. That was very easy to make it proud to be a Lady Falcon coach. Every time that they were on the bus, whether they were in our gym or another gym, they handled themselves with respect, not only for themselves, but the other team. As we've heard over and over and again from all of your teachers and your coaches, stay striving for excellence. Don't settle.
Always continue pushing the bar higher, whether it's for someone else or for yourself. Be there for each other when someone is down. You guys did an incredible job of that this whole entire season, and you guys brought out the best of each other and the best in your coaches also. I will forever be grateful for the opportunity to coach all of you young ladies. Thank you for turning around in the eye contact even when you guys are in your chairs. This is what we're talking about. So continue to strive for greatness. Keep raising the bar, making Our Lady Falcon program continually better. To my 8th graders, your hard work ethic, your determination, your coachability, your confidence, and your reliability are what make you some phenomenal basketball players, but even better people. Thank you for the fun van rides. Thank you for the extremely fun trip to McDonald's, and thank you for including me with one of the chocolate chip cookies, ladies. Congratulations on a great season.
Alrighty, well, first I'd like to thank Mr. Hani for double dipping over there as the assistant coach sometimes and allowing me to go with the varsity guys more often than I probably should have at times, but I want to thank you for that, and I'd like to thank Kellen over there for helping out at practice sometimes. Thank you to the PE department for allowing us to start practicing during 8th period. It made it a lot easier, I think, most of the time to be able to get a lot of consecutive work in without having to do the 6 a.m. practices. Would the guys that were out for basketball in junior high please stand? These guys, I believe, truly learned the value of hard work, committing to each other, and trying to buy in for one as a team. Some of their highlights included winning the Elkhorn Valley tournament, finishing second in the Battle Creek tournament, having a huge double-digit comeback versus O'Neill, and I believe one of them said something about earning a coach a technical for boxing out properly was a highlight for some of them throughout the year. As you guys progress throughout your time, my challenge to you guys is invest more time in your skill development in the off-season than you guys think you can. It will come through in big ways and benefit the Elkhorn Valley program, both for 7th graders next year in junior high and 8th graders as you transition to high school. That being said, I'm going to give a little plug. There is a junior high and high school varsity and 6th grade meeting after school Friday, right, Coach? So in my room, so right after school, you guys can have it there. We can get some summer plans done. I do expect to see all of you guys there. As we talked about, we are going to take big strides this next year, top to bottom of the program. Thank you guys for your hard work, and you guys can take your seat. Stuck listening to me again for junior high track. I'd like to start out by thanking Coach Colmoose, Coach Taki, and Coach Mayo. They put a lot of work in, have to deal with me throughout the season, and I truly believe the track team got a lot better throughout the year through their hard work. We will get at least 1 or 2 nice track meets in the future, so stay with it. Would the junior high track team please stand up? This group of individuals, I believe, has some lofty goals for the future. Throughout the year, some of their highlights were winning the Plainview meet for both boys and girls, finishing either top 2 or 3 in virtually every other meet that kept score, including being conference runner-ups. Girls finishing second at the Shelby Invite, losing to only Class B Adams Central. Boys finishing third, losing only to Class B Adams Central and Class B Wahoo. Finishing second for both of them at the Boone Central meet, and in the Battle Creek meet last week, the girls finished runner-up and the boys finished third. Those are some incredible results there, guys. If you guys would take a seat, we'll kind of introduce a few things. Throughout the year, from when we have kept records, there were 21 top 5 people or top 5 places for both boys and girls combined throughout the history of Elkhorn Valley's junior high program for what we have records for. That is an incredibly large amount that speaks volumes to the amount of work that you guys put in. A couple of the people individually I'd like to recognize produced top 25 statewide marks throughout the year. That is all classes, whether it be Omaha West Side in Class A on down to Class D. So incredibly small list of people. If you guys could stand when I call your name. Kate Warner was in the top 25 statewide in discus. Ava Cook was in the statewide top 25 for long jump and triple jump. Cole Rutchins and Davis Rutchins are both in the top 25 statewide for the 800. Kendall Warner finished in the top 25 for the 100 hurdles and 200 hurdles. And the boys 4x800 members of Blake Rutchins, Kellen Wilkin, Cole Rutchins, and Davis Rutchins finished in the top 25, as well as breaking a 35-year-old conference meet record in the boys 4x800. So, congratulations. My last challenge for all of you here, not only for track, but everything else, go to the weight room this summer. Buy into that improvement this year, and whether you're going to 8th grade next year or high school there, see the improvements you make by being there consistently in the summer, and go achieve greatness. Thank you.
This was our third season for junior high golf. We had 8 golfers out this season with 5 meets. We would have had 6, but due to weather conditions, we weren't able to have our 6th one. Those meets were in Bassett, Westhold, Summerlin, Fullerton, and of course our own club, ACC. When I call your name, please stand. Golfers are Christian Sharples, Tanner McIntosh, Ethan Rutchins, Corbin Rutchins, Turner Tegler, Trapper Wilcox, Maddox Schaefer, and Connor Bolberg.
And that concludes our program because this is going to get really full in here. Junior high, you need to pick up your packets. I think some of you have been asked to stick around and maybe help set up for the program tonight. Come back here, get your packets picked up, make sure you don't leave your awards on the floor.